Right, here's part two. Updating my service truck here. We got the compressor installed and 50% of the air system installed. The other half, I'm not too concerned about yet. But for what we got right now, we got a 3/8 retractable air hose reel. Just a Harbor Freight, nothing too special, but they're actually, they're fine quality. It's on par with everything else you'll find. Then we got sticker still on there. 1/2-inch hose, or I'm sorry, 3/8 hose. Run all the way back and around to the main outlet on the compressor there. No shop in there. Show you what we got for the compressor setup now. So we have a Harbor Freight Predator 212 engine with a, I don't remember what brand this is, unloader valve with throttle control cable. Got this hose made for it. The output of this was 1/2-inch pipe thread. 1/2-inch pipe thread to a 1/2 JIC. Then this is braided stainless Teflon hose with braided stainless outer sheathing. It's rated up to 400 degrees, and I think it's 1,000 psi, 1,500 psi. So it is plenty for what we need here. And then we have just a regular unloader valve, 1/2-inch pipe thread into the tank. This is just a little 1/8 inch for the control cable. Goes up to the throttle there. Also is just found the valve, this valve with this cable for $65 on eBay. It's called an unloader valve. You can get adjustable ones. This one will click off at 140 and start it back up, or raise the engine speed back up at 100. This compressor head is unknown. It is twin cylinder, puts out a good amount of air. Fill this tank up in 20 seconds, a 20-gallon tank. So disregard the label there, but it's a 20-gallon tank. It'll fill it up pretty fast. So it should have no problem running a 1-inch impact or anything like that. Yeah, that's it. It does need a new belt, but I'll throw it on there. I still got to make mounts for it. My plans for that are just to make 1/4-inch, like 1/4-inch brackets that bolt where the wheels go, with a 1/4-inch base, and then where the bolts actually go into the wheels, I'm going to put a rubber bushing, and then we're going to use just this thick piece of rubber under the foot there. And then we'll just bolt that right to the bed of the truck. But this main part is all just, like I said, 3/8 hose back to the reel. This is 50 feet. It's actually a good amount of distance. But the plan is, we have large 2-inch fittings down there. We're gonna plumb in a hard line, 1/2-inch or 3/4 all the way to the back, and put a big old 1/2-inch air line there, just fronting the 1/2-inch impact. That's pretty much all it's gonna run, because this will do anything else, the die grinder and all that. And I've already run it. This will keep up with just the end of the hose open, so that's flowing as much as it'll flow. Should be plenty to run a die grinder or whatever we need. So yeah, that's this little compressor. Seems to be pretty good. That Harbor Freight Predator engine's pretty nice. The only thing I really want to do with it is hook up a kill switch. It's basically the little switch on the side of the tank, right over there somewhere. Basically, it controls the ground of the coil. So when you flick it on, it grounds the coil out so it can actually spark. I'm just going to run a little kill switch to one of the side boxes somewhere. Probably one of those pull-out, push-in type switches, like a headlight switch. So that way, if you need to shut it off, you just whack it. Probably put it in this one, since this is the hand tool box. Hand tool storage, I don't know, whatever. So you just whack it, turn it off. You can see it's pretty low profile. It doesn't stick up in there, and it really doesn't take up a lot of room at all. Yeah, that's it for that. I mean, I have functioning air now. I do need a new belt, but that's whatever. And I need to change the oil in the compressor head. The only other thing we did is added a little gear keeper for our CB mic there. Just so it's not flopping around. I don't like hooking it on the thing. I like it just being able to, while I'm driving, you know, it's right there. You can just grab it, let go of it, don't have to care. So that's pretty nice. Let me think here. Oh, one more thing. We got all the supplies to make the my Menards receipt. Need that. Tax write-off. Got all these supplies to make garbage. The air tool organizer. I bought a bunch of these. I don't know where I put them, to be honest. But I have bought 10 of these, just cheap, real cheap quick connectors. The female end. And I bought a bunch of these. These will thread into this. I'm going to chop these in half, lay a plate down, and weld these onto the plate, and screw these onto each one. Then you'll be able to just hang the air tool by the quick connect. Nice and easy. And that's going to go in this back box right here. Oh shit. So we're going to hang that. I'm thinking probably just mount it right to the top of the top box. Seems like a good enough spot, as you know. Although you'll have both heads sticking up. Maybe not. I don't know, we'll figure it out, but let them mount upside down. The tools will hang upside down like that. That'll give us plenty of room, probably 10 or 15 tools to hang right there. And then you have all the rest of the box instead of just sitting on a shelf. We're probably going to keep all the consumables, so cutting wheels and abrasive discs and whatnot in here. And the extra air hose. Got the extra air hose here. We're going to keep the 1/2-inch air hose, air jack, and the 1-inch impact in here. So that's coming up. I'll make a video on that. So there you go. That's my air setup for the service truck. Works pretty good, and it was real cheap. I think I only have, see here, $100 for the compressor and the compressor head combined. Let's switch cameras. There you go. $100 for the compressor head and the tank. It also came with a 5 horsepower Briggs and Stratton engine. Is really old. These are on sale, so I figured screw it. You know, parts are readily available for those, so threw that on it. It starts up first pull every time. It's real nice. So $100 for the head and the tank. $95 plus tax. I'm not going to include tax. Everyone has to pay tax. $95 for that. So $195. This 3/8 air hose, a 50-foot reel of it at Menards was it is UV resistant 3/8 air hose rated up to 250 psi. A 50-foot roll of it was on sale for $7.99. Air hose reel at a coupon, $60 or $50. I was thinking 60. So all in all, I only have anyway. So what I say, 200 for that stuff, and the hose, all the miscellaneous fittings probably was 40 bucks. So right around 300, 320, somewhere in there for this whole air setup, and it'll be plenty. Oh, 70 bucks for the belts, so like 380. Still, that is way below, you know, anything I could have done normally. You know, just buying a gas-powered compressor would be a fuck ton. Buying a nice one used, working, is a lot too. You know, 700 bucks or so, 600-700 bucks. But yeah, there you go. There's my air system. Subscribe if you want to see more videos of this project. I'm gonna make them regardless. But subscribe if you want to see them. Thanks for watching.